this team certainly is in a funk right now. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Hats to me and Jerry Cappin. This afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants as the Phillies lose 5-4 to the Giants as they now drop the first two games of this three-game series. I'm starting to get a little concerned about this team, right? I mean, this has not been a good week for them. So I'm definitely starting to have my concerns. I guess before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on that notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. This has just been terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, I've never seen a team struggle with situational hitting like this. This is just an absolute joke. You got Kyle Schwarber, getting a leadoff triple, and we cannot get him home. Rhys Hoskins, he's incapable of even doing the simplest fundamentals. We clearly see that out in the field. Another error today. I'm tired of Rhys Hoskins all the way around. I'm tired of him being so streaky at the plate, and I'm really tired of him as a first baseman. I am really tired of him as a first baseman. He is driving me crazy. I mean, all these errors out there over at first base, he's not been very good. Of course, you got Noah Syndergaard also making an error today as well. But it's just the simplest things. You know, first and second, nobody out, a double play, and then unfortunately we can't get the job done. So we could have and should have easily won this game, 100%. And this is just so frustrating. So this has just been a really rough stretch of Phillies baseball this past week, and hopefully we could recoup. This has certainly not been a good road trip. I think we knew going in it wasn't going to be an easy road trip. I did say that we didn't have the best record at Oracle Park in San Fran, so there you go. It continues. I'm tired of losing to Gabe Kapler. We have not won a series against this guy. This may be his last year as Giants manager because, honestly, after such an underwhelming season compared to last year, who knows if the Giants are going to bring him back. As we pick up the scoring summary here in the bottom of first inning, Thairo Estrada hits a little ground ball to the down the first base line. Noah Syndergaard runs over to it and rushes the throw, and it goes over Rhys Hoskins' head down the right field line as Wade Jr. crosses the plate, and Estrada moves up to second. This is now 1-0 San Fran. So there you go. The first error of the day right there. The first error of the day. So Noah Syndergaard not doing so well on that throw. That was not good. I mean, that was just not good. He rushed the throw. So unfortunately, that made it 1-0 Giants. So we pick it up here in the top of the second inning. Gene Segura doubles on a ground ball to right field the other way. Bryson Stott comes around to score as the Phillies now tie it at 1. So we're actually showing some fight right there. I mean, of course, they score in the bottom of the inning, and we come right back in the top of the inning and tie it. We're being a decisive team at this point. We were playing decisive baseball. So we didn't see the later part of this game, that is for sure. Segura now 7 doubles on the year. Then we pick it up here in the same inning, feeling with that little pop-up single. I was somehow able to fall in there. As Gene Segura comes around to score, as it's now 2-1 Phil. So he's feeling pretty good. I'm like, hey. I mean, Gene Segura ties up the ball game, and then Matt Vierling, I mean, not really hitting the ball too hard there, just was luckily able to fall, and we now have a 1-run lead over the Giants. So we pick it up here in the bottom of the third inning. Why do you keep pitching this guy? He killed us in Philadelphia in May, and he absolutely killed us last night. So why do you keep pitching to this guy? As Jock Peterson singles on a line drive to right field, Andrew Knapp comes around to score as the Giants now tie it at 2. And first of all, why are you letting Andrew Knapp beat you? Why in the world are you letting Andrew Knapp beat you? This guy can't hit anything. Oh my gosh! I mean, you saw all those runs he scored against us last night, and then he scores this run right here. I mean, come on, you can't let this guy beat you. I mean, come on. The fact that he's getting all this playing time with the Giants really says something about the team that they are. And we pick it up here in the same inning. Brandon Crawford reaches on a fielding error by Rhys Hoskins. Once again, another error for this guy. It seems like it's an annual thing. Like every 4 days, he makes an error over at first base. And this is a professional baseball player. As Lamonte Wade crosses the plate, this is now 3-2 San Francisco. So you got the Syndergaard error, now you got the Rhys Hoskins error. This team is just so sloppy. So then you pick it up here in the top of the fourth inning. Bryson Stott homers on a fly ball to right field. His 9th of the season. Definitely got a hold of that one, that is for sure. As the Phillies now tied at 3. So you think like, hey, you're not really feeling too good going into, the top of the fourth inning, but, Bryson Stott able to come back and tie the game. I'm talking about decisiveness. This is decisiveness. When you give up some runs, you come back and, you tie up the ball game. And we pick it up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It seems like nobody learns. It just seems like they just never learn. As Jack Peterson singles on a line drive to right field, Mike Yastrzemski comes around to score, as it's now a 4-3 San Francisco lead. So why in the world do you continue to pitch to Jack Peterson? Explain to me, please, why you keep pitching to Jack Peterson. Stop pitching to Jack Peterson. I'm just tired of this. This is a guy that's clearly beating you. He has your number. He's seen the ball well against you, and yet we're going to keep throwing him pitches that he could hit. Why? Why are you doing this? When you have Andrew Knapp in the lineup, I think that really says something about this team, as I just said before. So stop giving this guy something good to hit. I'm tired of this. And we pick it up here on the top of the 6th inning. Gene Segura does it again as he doubles on a line drive to center field. Bryson Stott comes around to score another run as the Phillies now tie it at 4. So I like this, man. As I said, decisiveness for fighting. You know what? I really, really like that. We are fighting back. It's something that went by the wayside late into the ballgame for whatever reason why. We had opportunities to fight back. Kyle Schwarber with a leadoff triple, first and second, nobody out. We didn't do anything, but we certainly put ourselves in a position where we could. So Segura now 8 doubles on the year. 7 and 8 today. And then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jack Peterson batting with the bases loaded, draws a walk as J.D. Davis comes around to score, as it's now 5-4 San Fran. This was just such a back and forth game. It was just so frustrating. Brad Hanna, a really just lousy bottom of the 6th inning. He wasn't very good. He wasn't locating very well. And that would be your final 5-4. San Fran take the first 2 games of this 3-game series against the Phils. And you can take a look at Kyle Schwarber out of the leadoff spot. A single and a triple, right? His second triple of the year out towards triples alley. Also being able to draw a walk today as well. A pretty productive day for Schwarber. 215 average to go on with an 804 PS and 78 RBIs. Rhys Hoskins collecting a single today as well, striking out 3 times. Another error. There's a common theme with Rhys Hoskins. All these errors, all these mental mistakes. He can't play first base to save his life. Everybody was talking about in 2018 how bad he was as a left fielder. How much better is he as a first baseman? Really? First of all, he's a right-handed first baseman, which is extremely rare in the game of baseball, as we all know. He can make the simplest, most routine plays. He's incapable. He's just a sloppy first baseman. I'm tired of it. Album with a rough 0 for 5 showing, striking out twice. Bryce Harper collecting a single this afternoon, also drawing 2 walks. A pretty productive afternoon for Bryce. They had Schwarb's at third, 2 out. They just walked him on 5 pitches because, of course, Rhys Hoskins and Album get the job done because Rhys Hoskins is trying to pull an outside pitch. Stop trying to do that. I just can't say it. He's lunging out. The pitch is way out. He's trying to pull it to left field. What are you trying to do, man? And you're just going to either pop the ball up or hit a lazy ground ball over third base. You know what I mean? I guess he's not smart enough to realize that. GT Mucho collecting a single this afternoon, but unfortunately he couldn't come through. First and third, 2 out. Schwarber's at third, Harper at first. Couldn't get the job done. Bryson Stott, a very productive afternoon, collecting 3 knocks, a home run, 2 singles, scoring 3 runs. So very productive afternoon for Bryson Stott. A guy that's just really flown under the radar since the All-Star break for the Phillies. 231 average now for Stott, going along with 9 home runs, 40 RBIs, 656 OPS. 656 OPS. Think about where he was over his last 30 games, 309 average, 350 OBP to go along with a 455 slugging. So you've really seen how good this guy's been over the last couple months. It's really just been incredible. Gene Segura, 3 knocks this afternoon. The single, 2 doubles, 7 and 8 on the season. So he actually had a pretty productive day. And Brandon Marsh gets to start out in center. Unfortunately, goes hitless. Here's another thing. First and second, nobody out. We bring in Donnie Sands to pinch hit. What does he do? He gets a lazy ground ball to second base, double play. So why are you bringing in Donnie Sands to pinch hit? I'm sorry. That really didn't work out too well, did it? Matt Freeman gets to start out in right and then would move to center as he collects a single. So that is pretty much it. I'm just so lost with this team. I'm really concerned. We haven't had a winning record in the month of September since 2017. 2017, and it's no secret that this team over the last multiple seasons, hasn't been built for this time of year. And now it's the true test. I mean, we made it through, the early parts of the year, April, May, June, pretty nice. Of course, we really heated up, since, Girardi was canned. Had a nice summer, a really nice summer of Phillies baseball. Now you're getting to the dog days of the season. It's the latter end. This is the true test, the time of year everybody talks about. Playoffs, this is the playoff race, the pennant race. Here we go. Where are the Phils? Where are the Phils? I mean, losing 6 of their last 7, they have not been very good. They all started with the 5-0 L to the Pirates, the lousy Pirates, last Sunday. And they lose 2 of 3 to Arizona. They lose 2 of 3, at least 2 of 3, to San Francisco. They lost 5 of the last 6. This has just been an abysmal week, and hopefully we can limp back to Philly and come away with the win tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. Noah Syndergaard, 4 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. It's a shame because, as I said, he's not the pitcher he once was. He has to get another pitch. Okay, he has to get another pitch. I mean, the changeup will work sometimes, but he needs to get another pitch. Really wish he would use the cutter more, especially now he's more of a ground ball guy. I mean, the fastball I could see occasionally, but start using that cutter more, especially when there's runners on. You're trying to generate a ground ball. He's the pitch to contact out pitcher now. He's not like he was back in 2018. Even in his All-Star season 2016, he's not that same pitcher he once was. He needs to try to reinvent himself. Somebody said today that he's been a disappointment since joining the Phils. I don't think so. He's pretty much put up the same numbers he was doing with the Angels. So I don't agree with that. I think he's pretty much been as expected. I think everybody thought when he came here he'd be like, oh my gosh, throwing upper 90s with his fastball, blowing it by guys, and having these 7-8 inning outings, with 10 plus strikeouts. That's not who he is anymore. Newsflash. That is not what Noah Syndergaard does anymore, okay? He's past that point now. As I talked about like a jillion times, Tommy John affects everybody differently. With Zach Taylor, actually made him throw harder. With Noah Syndergaard, not the case. So it's definitely been a big adjustment for him, and I know he's frustrated. Connor Brogdon, 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Didn't really make it a whole lot better. Wasn't really too impressed with him. He's been a little shaky. And Brad Hand, talking about shaky, gets back on the loss. He wasn't good today at all. A guy that I've been very high on all year long. A 3-2 record now for Hand. 1 hit, 1 run was earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Couldn't command well at all. Walked in, the former Met J.D. Davis. After he did walk Jock Peterson, and Angie Bellotti, 1 inning, 1 hit, and also collecting 2 strikeouts, a 3.63 ERA for Bellotti, and Jose Alvarado, an inning, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, a 4.05 ERA for Alvarado. So I'm very concerned about this whole pitching staff's stamina. We seem to be getting very fatigued, and this Phillies offense gave up. I mean, as I said, we were decisive all game long. When they scored, we came right back to the top of the inning. And then, for whatever reason, after the Jock Peterson bases loaded walk, we did nothing, even though we had opportunities. With the Schwartz leadoff triple, first and second, nobody out. 4-5 the first pitch tomorrow afternoon. Rangers Suarez, 8-5 with a 3.42. We are going against Carlos Rodon, 12-7 with a 3.03 ERA. So it's going to be very hard to come away with the win tomorrow. My prediction: I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to get swept. I mean, it's very, very unfortunate, but yes. I think it's very important I'll be honest. I mean, Ranger Suarez hasn't been good his last few starts. He's really seemed to hit a wall the 4th, 5th inning, the 3rd time through the order. Rondon's been very good this year, and I'm not really feeling too confident about this offense, right? I mean, with Nick Castellanos dealing with a right oblique issue, I got an MRI this morning. That's not very good news. That's not very good news. Of course, he was out of the lineup. I mean, it's just one thing after another for Nick Castellanos. I really do feel bad for the guy. He had toe turf. Now he's got this right oblique thing, so hopefully he gets better. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media. Link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Hot Stove Media. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotstovmedia@gmail.com. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you. Let's go Phillies.